the sand. Now I don't say who is wrong, who is right, but if by chance you are here for the night, then all I need is an hour or two to tell the tale of a dreamer like you. We all dream alike, some are lucky, some are not. But if you think it, want it, dream it, then it's real. You are what you feel. Now all that I say can be told another way, in a story of a boy whose dream came true. And it could be you. Yes, you. My eyes drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping and the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. lived in the land of Canaan, a fine example of a family man. Jacob and sons depended on farming to earn their keep. Jacob and sons spent all of his days in the fields with sheep. Jacob was the founder of a whole new nation, thanks to the number of children he had. He was also known as Israel, but most of the time, his sons and his wives used to call him Dad. Jacob and sons, men of the soil, of the sheep and the crop. Jacob and sons, a remarkable family in anyone's book. Reuben was the eldest of the children of Israel, with Simeon and Levi next in line. Naphtali and Issachar and Asher and Dan. Zebulun and Gad left the total to 9. Jacob and sons, Benjamin and Judah, which leaves only one. Jacob and sons, Joseph, Jacob's favorite son. Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons, Jacob and sons.
He loved another all my life, and Joseph was my joy because he reminded me of her.
Through young Joseph, Jacob lived his youth again, loved him, praised him, gave him all he could, but then it's made the rest feel second best. And even if they were,
Being told we're also rats does not make us Joseph's fans.
but where they had really missed the boat is
We're great guys, but no one seems to notice.
Joseph's charm and winning smile failed to slay them in the guile, and his father couldn't see the danger. He could not imagine any danger. He just saw in Joseph all his dreams come true. Jacob wanted to show the world he loved his son, to make it clear that Joseph was the special one. So Jacob bought his son a coat, a multicolored coat to wear.
Was elegant, the cut was fine, the tasteful style was the ultimately good design. And this is why it caught the eye. A king would stop and stare.
And when Joseph tried it on, he knew his sheepskin days were gone. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. In a class above the rest, it even went well with his vest. Such a stunning coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Joseph's brothers weren't too pleased with what they saw.
We have never liked him all of us before. Now his coat has got our goat. We feel life is unfair.
And when Joseph graced the scene, his brothers turned a shade of green. His astounding clothing took the biscuit.
Quite the smoothest person in the district.
I look handsome, I look smart, I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how I love my coat of many colors.
It was red and yellow and green and brown, and scarlet and black and ochre and peach, and ruby and olive and violet and fawn.
I look handsome, I look smart, I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how I love my coat of many colors. It was red and
yellow, green, brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, and ruby, and olive, and violet, and fawn, and lilac, and gold, and chocolate, and mauve, green, and crimson, and silver, and gold, and azure, and lemon, and
one day the corn gave me a sign. Your 11 sheaves of corn all turned and bowed to mine. My sheath was quite a sight to see, a golden sheath and tall. Yours were green and second-rate, and really rather small.
This is not the kind of thing we brothers like to hear. It seems to us that Joseph and his dream should disappear.
I dreamed I saw 11 stars, the sun and moon and sky. Bowing down before my star, it made me wonder why. Could it be that I was born for higher things than you? A post in someone's government, a ministry or two.
The dreams of our dear brothers are the decade biggest yard. His talk of stars and golden sheets is just a load of coal. Not only is he Texas, but he's also ravaging. For there's the legend of a man, there's only one thing. The dreams of course will not come true. That is sweet things they won't come true. That is sweet hope they won't come true. What if he's right all along? What if he's right all along? The dreams are more than crystal clear. The writing's on the wall. Means that Joseph someday soon will rise above us all. The accuracy of the dreams we brothers do not know. But one thing we are sure about, the dreamer, the dreamer, the dreamer, the dreamer, the dreamer, 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 dreamer has been born.
Next day, far from home, the brothers plan a repulsive crime.
Let us grab him now. Do it while we got the time.
This they did and made the most of it. Tore his coat and flung him in a pit.
Let us leave him here all alone and about to die.
When some Ishmaelites, a hairy crew came riding by. In a flash, the brothers changed their plan.
Right, we need gas to sell him if we can.
Poor boy Joseph, what you gonna do? Things are bad for you, hey, what you gonna do? Poor boy Joseph, what you gonna do? Things are bad for you, hey, what you gonna do?
Couldn't you use a slave? Everyone know these men like young, strong, well-behaved. Go and see and read their rights.
In a threat, the dirty deal was done. Silver coins to Jacob's favorite son. Then the Ishmaelites galloped off with a slave in tow, off to Egypt, where Joseph was not keen to go. It wouldn't be a picnic, he could tell.
And I don't speak Egyptian very well.
Joseph's brothers tore his precious multicolored coat. Having ripped it up, they next attacked a passing goat. Soon the wretched creature was no more. They dipped his corn in blood and guts and gore. Oh, now, brothers, how low can you stoop? You make us order through. Hey, how low can you stoop? Poor boy Joseph, thought to be a slave. Situation's crazy.
something to tell you. A story of our time, a tragic but inspiring tale of manhood in its prime. You know you had a dozen sons, well now that's not quite true. But feel no sorrow, do not grieve, you would not want you to. There's one more angel in heaven, there's one more star in the sky. Joseph will never forget you. It's tough, but we're gonna get by. There's one less place at our table, there's one more tear in my eye.
But Joseph, the things that you stood for.
Like truth and life never died. When I think of his last great battle, a lump goes to my throat. It takes a man who knows no fear to wrestle with a goat. His blood-stained coat is tribute to his final sacrifice. His body may be past its peak, but his soul's in paradise. So long, Joe. Adios, buckaroo. Take more, everybody.
Now there's one last place at our table. There's one more tear in my eye. But Joseph, the things that
There's one more tear in my eye. Joseph, the things that you stood for, like truth and life never died. Like truth and life never die. Like truth and life never die. Joseph was taken to Egypt in chains and sold, where he was bought by a captain named Potiphar. Potiphar had very few cares. He was one of Egypt's millionaires, having made a fortune buying shares in
Pyramids.
Potiphar had made a huge pile, owned a large percentage of the Nile,
Bet that I could really live in style.
and he did.
And I did.
Joseph was an unimportant slave who found he liked his master, consequently worked much harder, even with devotion. Potiphar could see that Joseph was a cut above the average, made him leader of his household, maximum promotion. Potiphar was cool and so fine.
But my wife would never toe the line.
It's so there in chapter 39 of Genesis.
Now don't believe everything that you read now, dear.
She was beautiful but evil, saw a lot of men against his will. He would have to tell her that she still was his.
You're mine.
Joseph's looks and handsome figure had attracted her attention. Every morning she would beckon. Joseph wanted to resist her till one day she proved too eager. Joseph cried and begged.
Please stop, I don't believe in free love.
counting shekels in his den below the bedroom when he heard a mighty rumpus clattering above him. Suddenly he knew his riches couldn't buy him what he wanted. Gold would never make him happy if he didn't love him. Letting out a mighty roar,
Joseph, I'll see you rot in jail. The things you have done are beyond the pale. Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me. Darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers. I'm far from this world. Close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own. Just give me a number instead of my name. Forget all about me and let me decay. I do not matter. I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live fly far from this world. Close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind, for we have been promised a land of our own.
Joseph's luck was really out, his spirit and his fortune low. Alone he sat, alone he thought of happy times he used to know.
Hey, dreamer, don't be so obsessed. Hey, Joseph, you're not beaten yet.
You know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Don't give up, Joseph, fight till you drop. We read the book and you come out on top. Now we into Joseph's prison cell were flung to very frightened friends.
We don't think that we will ever see the light of day again. Hey, Joseph, help us if you can. We've had dreams that we don't understand.
Both friends were servants of Pharaoh the king, both in the doghouse for doing their thing. One was a baker, a cook in her prime. One was the butler, the G's of his time.
Tell me of your dreams, my friends, and I will tell you what they show. Though I cannot guarantee to get it right, I'll have a go.
Spoons the butler trembling toward the floor. Nothing he spoke of what he saw.
There I was standing in front of a vine. I picked some grapes and I crushed them to wine. I gave them to Pharaoh, who drank from my cup. I tried to interpret, but I had to give up. You will soon be free, my friend, so do not worry anymore. The king will let you out of here. You'll buckle as you did before. Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's make a road to tell a dream, hoping it would have a similar theme. There I was standing with baskets of bread. High in the sky I saw birds overhead, who flew to my basket and ate every slice. Now give me a message like his would be nice.
Sad to say, your dream, my friend, is not the kind I'd like to get. Pharaoh has it in for you. Your execution date is set. Don't